Alright, here we go. Underworld Hill 2. So yeah, relatively big map I suppose,
Let's
but
get this done.
the thing that makes it feel especially big is that the left and right lane, so the left and right lane are on the bottom of the map. This middle area and the far top left and far bottom right, those are elevated, and the only way to get down there is to actually run all the way down across. So it's important to have strong units pushing or defending the lanes that you can't easily get to as the master. Um, I think this is gonna make it a little bit difficult for DJ, especially in the early game, because Shax will probably be able to flood those side lanes. However, if DJ does well enough in this top middle lane, then Shax may not be able to afford candy in the other lanes. So I don't know. If things play out just like as normal, I see Shax taking an early lead here, but maybe DJ will be able to supplement his units well enough that Shax will feel too much pressure and need to support his top lane a little bit more. Oh, yeah, he heard DJ show up. Okay, DJ's running away. Understandable. Oh, I am curious who wins that fight between that candy and the swordsman. Ah, I see Shax was a little hesitant too, so understandable that he wants to clean it up really quick. Gonna grab a couple of candy, probably run to the other side and plant those across. Yeah, you see the candy have already taken the right-hand side of the map, and he had more candy on the left-hand side as well, so... Looks like DJ retreated his swordsman. That was very smart of him. They will win the defensive battle by the ghost.
Nice.
And then, nice, that was good. Oh, nice little projectile there. Nice. Okay, he was able to interrupt him enough that he can run away here. That's good. But that is strong for DJ, being able to win a fight up there. Even if he loses the bottom lanes, maybe he'll be able to take the top. Looks like he's pushing with 4 servants on the left-hand side. That'll probably be enough to beat those candy, but on the right-hand side here, those defensive soldiers, I think they're definitely going to win that fight as well, so... Yeah, Shax's noticing that his units are definitely outnumbered over here, kind of supplementing it with himself. Interesting. Alright, giving his candy a much bigger advantage. Maybe gonna pick one of them up? Oh, nope. Okay, gonna play a little bit defensively with that one. Lots of candy over here.
Maybe I can get there in time. Who
Oh,
knows?
I'm surprised these additional swordsmen seem to be walking past, so I think the candy do end up winning this fight over here, but I suppose Shax's gonna show up just to make sure. I'm a little bit curious what's going on over on DJ's side. I don't see him on the map, and I would have kind of expected him to take over the top middle here, but I mean, you see a giant stream of candy flooding in right here as well, so it's a tough situation to be in. Oh, and his health is really low too. Those candy might be putting in work. They are known to do that. All right, so we see the gauntlet body right there. So that kind of explains why he was getting a little bit behind. Is he unlocked the gauntlet body pretty early, and he's putting him out pretty early as well too. So that's a pretty heavy mana investment. That gauntlet body is strong, and it will beat those 4 candy over here, I believe. That being said, candy are really good, so I'm actually not 100% sure about that. But that explains why he was, yeah, falling behind a little bit. Shax's kind of just taking this fight. I'm thinking Thinking he just wants to fight. There's not much to gain here. I mean, it's always good if you can kill the enemy master, but he doesn't have any servants here, so he's not going to be able to take the ghost. He breaks the ghost, that's good. Binds some anti-rods and dispel to refresh the cooldown by the start of the next
Nah,
round.
Sultan stomped me. How dare him?
Oh, total mana obtained. Actually pretty similar. Alright, so Shax definitely controlling the vast majority of the map right here. Maybe gonna try to clean up these individual ghosts that DJ still owns. Plenty of mana to do whatever he wants though. Definitely want to see him unlock some elites, unlock P-Blamage, maybe buy some items to help maintain his lead even further. This is a bit of a tough fight with those gauntlet body pushing. Shax's doing what he can to kind of keep him out, but yeah, I think too many gauntlet body, too many soldiers. Hmm. That gauntlet body pushing on the left-hand lane may cause a problem for Shax. Those three swordsmen are gonna kill that candy, and then those candy are not gonna be able to kill that gauntlet body, I think. This could be the point where we start seeing DJ make a little bit of a comeback. And he's playing a little bit more defensively too, rather than just kind of running around planting units everywhere. So I think that's gonna play well for him. He kind of needs to build up his army a little bit, I think. Kai and Sin have an incredibly strong army, but not as much when they're outnumbered. This is another fight that's maybe a little bit rough for Shax to take here. Yeah, I think he's recognizing that. Okay, he does have a candy here though, so the candy can help him take the ghost, but man, DJ is he's gonna keep getting that ghost defense buff over and over. It's gonna make this fight doubly difficult for Shax to actually win. That ghost defense buff is just very strong. Not to mention you get healing from the capture units that spawn from the ghost. Not to mention your tension comes back when you hang around a ghost that you own. Yeah, and that candy's dead too. So there's really just not too much for Shax to gain right here. I think he's tunnel visioning a little bit on this,
Huh.
and he's got a ton of mana too. So oh, oh, nice, very good combo. Yeah, unfortunately, um, it looks like he's had a lot of mana sitting here for a while. So I do wonder very much what DJ has kind of defending this ghost right here. He might have a lot of units. Well, this is a very difficult fight for DJ. Shax has the defense buff. Kai has a defense buff that's probably about to wear out. No tension, no life. Yeah, definitely a good time to run away. The problem is with how low he is, he's not going to be able to contest much else right now, too. Oh, he went for the twin trigger. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just noticing that. But yeah, those twin trigger. I mean, the armor unit is already strong against these melee units, but supplementing it with the ranged units are strong against all of the lower class units from, well, I say all two of the non-ranged lower class units from Raven and Valentine. The only problem with the twin trigger is, well, the two problems with the twin trigger are not only do you have to unlock them, and they're like a little bit of expensive by themselves, but they're also very fragile, right? So I could understand the logic of maybe they are important on these side lanes where the enemy master, doesn't come very often, but when Raven does show up, it's going to be a bad time for those twin trigger.
Nah.
Oh, he does get the treasure chest though. That's gonna help. Ooh, Candy's dying over here. He's got the ghost defense buff. Probably already a fight that Shax doesn't want to take. Yeah. Oh, what the? All right, neither of them are going to be able to kill each other by the end of this, I don't think. So DJ's probably going to look to try to break this ghost. Oh, so Shax was trying to stop him from breaking the ghost by just kind of spamming projectiles at him, keeping him in block stun. But the swordsman was able to break the ghost instead. It do be like that sometimes. Alright, so it looks like what, a melee unit and an armor unit defending this ghost, so not very many units over here. Oh, a lone twin trigger. You get to see just how fast they die even with a ghost defense buff. This is one of the very, very big weaknesses of all of the lower ranged units in this game is they are just very fragile and somewhat expensive to have to both unlock and purchase. Raven and Valentine have a ranged unit that starts off unlocked, but the trade-off is that it is one of the weaker ranged units, but it can still be very useful. Kind of like how you see Shax supplement his Milfoy with the Gato skin, the ranged unit, so that he has good type advantages. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna snipe out these swordsmen. Might as well. Not very risky. Well, that candy is just chilling in the middle of nowhere. Interesting. I wonder who wins over here. 2 ranged and 1 magic versus 3 melee and 1 twin trigger. I think DJ's units probably win that for now, just by virtue of the fact that they have the ghost defense buff. Not to mention, I see another twin trigger showing up there. So I do worry for Shax's units here. I think these are gonna die by the time the Milfoy shows up. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out, but should be more concerned about these twin triggers right here. Oof. Yeah. Big army on the left-hand side there. Shax is probably gonna need to deal with. Again, remember that Kai's army, it does scale pretty well into the late game. So the later this goes, we start to hit a point where Raven and Valentine's army might have a bit of trouble keeping up. Their army isn't bad late game, but it's definitely not as good as Sin and Kai's. I really like that Shax has been able to maintain this Ghost 4 and Ghost 3 for so long. They're kind of these like out of the way ghosts that it's kind of hard to think about, but I mean, you maintain those for the whole game. That's a lot of mana over the course of the game. Oh, oh, never mind. Thought I saw something. Ooh, Candy getting picked apart over here. Yeah, you see DJ starting to mount a little bit of a comeback here. These individual gauntlet body just guarding the ghosts, like it's gonna take with the ghost defense buff on him, it's gonna take Shax a little while to get through this. However, you do see on the left hand side that he was able to take over that entire path. Oh, and I just noticed we are on night, so that thing I said before, the the capture cannon does exist on this stage, but it exists in the item 2 tab, and you have to kind of cycle
Oh
through
man.
the items in order to get to it. This could be a win condition for Shax if he does desire to do that with this advancing ghost right here. but it is a little bit out of sight, out of mind potentially. We'll see. Oh, the unintentional burst bait. Oh, oh, unfortunate. Just, yeah, I don't know. I guess the hitbox for that move just didn't come out in time or something. Maybe it doesn't have the range that Shax's 8x has. So he's going to clean up this Quadra Bailiff here. This is very, very good for Shax. This is big mana swing. Not to mention the experience that was on that Quadra Bailiff. Oh! He's, alright, he knows he can't kill him in time, so he's just kind of throwing that out as like a Hail Mary. Not able to kill the Gauntlet Body in time. It is, like I said, that level 3 Gauntlet Body, that dude is tanky. It's going to be hard to finish him off. That being said, it was low, and units do not heal all of their health over the course of a round, so it's still low right here. If it's advancing to that Ghost, and the Charlotte is as well, a Charlotte's definitely going to clean it up pretty quick. Nice, good on Shax to take care of that the ranged unit early. We do see some fighting going on over here. Candy's calling out the Masters over here, so a little bit worried for these units, but I wonder if Shax, yeah, he's going to run down the path and try to go and save them. See anti-melee rod on a couple of them. Ooh, this is a lot of units. This is a tough fight for Shax. Oh, the offensive burst, trying to keep Shax from running away. Maybe DJ is eyeing critical downs as a method for closing this match out. You see he is starting to take over the right side of the map a little bit, so it's starting to become a bit difficult for Shax. That being said, he does have the Ghost right here. Buys a small life potion instead of a large, but yeah, his units didn't need the healing. It was mostly just him, so cheaper option, smart option. Throw in some bombs. Bomb, an incredibly strong item, does massive AoE damage to everything in front of it, including Masters, and it's unblockable, and you can combo off of it. Yeah, just a very, very strong unit. Very strong item. Oh, very good burst. He's got to get out of there, but he wants the Quadra Bailiff. Shax knows he's trying to run away here, but he's trying to stop him. Oh, sidestep. He's just got to get that last hit. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He probably.
I don't know why he surrendered.
He probably could have ended it there because the shield barrier was down to 3%. It was gonna be close. It was gonna be close. I'll say that, especially if DJ had twin triggers or something defending the Master Ghost. It could have been hard for Shax to close out there, but
Fist bump from across the room. Hell yeah.
yeah, GG's to Shax. He's able to take it. Yeah, massive props to him. He's been grinding a lot, playing a lot with Japanese players. He's been playing some more with me recently and stuff. He's been putting in a lot of work, and it shows. And honestly, I think for how much effort he's been putting in, how much time he's been grinding the game, I think he definitely deserves it. So, props to Shax for winning this.